been kind of having a dilemma yesterday, and it started at Kennedy Meadows, where I thought we had service. Tried to call my husband and couldn't get him. But yesterday I was very frustrated, just a little down, tired, hadn't slept a few days, and needed really to get a hold of him because we're meeting him in a couple days at Whitney Portal or Whitney Trail, or I don't know. He's driving out Wednesday and I blew it. I should have called him at the last place that I had service, and I really thought there was service. There's Wi-Fi at Kennedy Meadows, but not service. So I was very down yesterday, and so somebody told me that you can't even get service anywhere in these mountains, even if you're on top of a pass. And I know he's worried. I know he's frustrated. He's probably frantic because he hadn't heard from me. I told him I'd call him over the weekend, and it's Monday morning. And so Rachel and I were trying to make a plan. So we were going to go over one of these passes, over to one of the towns on the 395. So we thought, Olancha, well, her phone died last night, so I have half mile. But we have no service, so we don't have a really good map. I know we're kind of in a pickle, but it's really cool because I was really beseeching the Lord yesterday and last night, and just saying, God, I know you're going to make this work. And I know he does, because he has in every part of this trip. I have seen him in his beautiful working and his gracious blessings upon us. Like if the trail's feeling too hard, he levels it out. If it's getting too hot, he provides a cool breeze. If we're running out of water, there's a creek. If we're down to our last food, somebody gives us food. If we need a ride somewhere and we're just sitting on the side, that we haven't even hitchhiked. If we need a ride somewhere and we're thinking about hitchhiking, somebody comes up and says, hey, you want to ride? When we are feeling the exhaustion and the frustration like we did yesterday, we come to a beautiful camp spot, which we're leaving right now. I don't know why I didn't take it. In those trees over there. And we sit in the river yesterday to cool off and bathe. Over and over and over, God has met our needs. He has provided. And it reminds me of the scripture that his grace is sufficient for the day. For his grace is sufficient. For when I am weak, he is strong. And it's so true. When we're at our wit's end and we feel like there's no hope in sight, he meets us at the exact perfect proper time. His timing is always perfect. His timing is always right, and his grace is always sufficient. He is the great provider. So right now, I'm just going to trust God. We're on our way for a 15-miler. We're going to try service. If we don't get it, I'm just going to keep trusting God and know that I know he's going to work it out. He has. And he hasn't let us down yet. And it's going to be really exciting to see how he's going to work it out. I keep praying for my husband. I know he's probably worried. It's hard. We're on the trail. He's leaving in 2 days. So I think our plan is we have 28 miles to Trail Pass. And that pass, when we go over it, will get us to the highway that goes into Lone Pine. And that should get us there Tuesday night. We could call him and let him know that we are in Lone Pine and we will be waiting for him. And then, and this is what God was showing me last night, because we had two options. We could either go over Alancha Pass, but it was so sketchy. The roads weren't clear. The road did not go right into Alancha Pass. Alancha, we don't know what kind of town it is. It was just, and I'm just like, Lord, just give me wisdom. And I woke up this morning with just a peace about going the extra 28 miles and going over that way. And I just really believe when we beseech the Lord and we just, come to Him with empty hands and needy, but the next step further is just trusting. And it sounds so cliche, but it's saying, God, I know this is the path you want me to take. I know this is what you want me to do. And I have such a peace. I did not have a peace about Alancha Pass, but I had such a peace about Trail Pass. Whatever plan He has, we're just walking in faith today, trusting Him and knowing, believing in our heart of hearts that He's going to work it out. Because every single time when all feels hopeless, that's when He meets us and He gives us provision. And it's always the perfect time. Okay, so you see this after climbing for about 3 miles. And you think you're almost at the top, but you have all that. But oh well, look at that. I'll just keep pressing on. Yeah, okay. I'm vlogging a lot today because I'm going through wonderful emotions, if you want to call them that. Just, I have a lot different than yesterday, and I think I know why. I feel great today. That's a plus. I really believe that through this climb, it's not made any easier or shorter. It's just as hard, but God is giving me the energy. Ultimately, I just believe it just comes from God, because I just feel great. We were on mile 7. My feet don't hurt. My confidence has been renewed in God. I just know. I thought I got service down there, but I keep checking, but still. I just know that in His exact perfect timing, He's going to make it happen. He's going to get us in touch with Mike, and we're going to be able to get to the places we need to at the right time. So I just really believe my confidence, my faith has just been restored, it's been renewed, just like my energy, and it's just all been very good. And we'll just keep checking for service. I think we get over this guy, and maybe there'll be service up there, but if not, I'm just going to keep on trusting God. our last night together, and it's been a really good trip. I'm a little emotional, but it's been so wonderful to be with my daughter. We've had laughs, we've gotten along this whole time, we've never quibbled. Sure, we would have little differences, but we can laugh about them later, and just it's a remarkable time that we've had, the hardship and the challenges. And I tell you, there's nothing that brings people together closer than going through challenges and hardships together. And you just feel like, those tough climbs, those cold nights, those long stretches without water, the heat of the day, just on and on. Just going through all of it with her. It's just been so special. We never met a mother-daughter couple while we're on this trip. We've heard of mother-daughter couples, and we thought that would really be cool to meet them. But this is our last campsite. We're in the sequoias. These old trees, gnarled. They just get beat up here. But they're just gorgeous, and it's been such a good trip. Tomorrow we go to Lone Pine, and we will finally, I did not get service, but somebody told me a couple days ago that we would not get service in the Sierras from Kennedy Meadows to Mount Whitney. And I thought maybe up on top of passes, but there's just mountains all around. And that's okay, because I know God's in control, and I know that He just controls. He made these mountains. He formed them. He's breathed life into every creature that we have seen. He controls the winds and the storms and the clouds that skirt across the sky. There's some clouds over there, and the sky's just been so blue, but I just know that it's going to be good. We'll hike another 14 to 15 tomorrow, get into Lone Pine. Hopefully contact Mike, and we'll get a room, and I think it'll be really special, because when he gets in Wednesday night, he can come right to our hotel and crash, and then we'll just be ready to all hike together and do Whitney together and do a little camping, but not a whole lot. And then we'll be on our way to Georgia and to see Eric and to see him graduate ranger training. Then we're all going to be together, because we've been hiking as a family the last 6 years. It's been hard, but it's been wonderful with Rachel, and I'm just so blessed, because she's not only my daughter, but she's my best friend. And this just proves it, that we're just able to be together. We're just able to just go through this together. I wouldn't do this without somebody that I just can get along really well, and that's someone I just really love and I just really bond together with. I just couldn't. I know it's a hard trip, and there's just a lot of hard times, but there are good times, and we just have good laughter, and ready for a shower, and we're both ready for a shower. And I think when we get in a Lone Pine, I don't think we've taken a shower for 6 days. We took a bath in the river. Yeah, this will be the last night that we sleep in that little tent together, and we just had dinner. We had our ramen, our beef ramen, and our vitamin water. We felt we better get some vitamins in us. We haven't been eating the greatest. We have oatmeal in the morning with our coffee, and we have tuna or spam or some kind of protein with tortillas or crackers for lunch, and then our ramen for dinner. So I will be very looking forward to having salad, fresh fruit, and just good food again. But as I recap, there were times of just discouragement. We were talking about earlier our camping, the first couple of days we were in the desert and how hard that was, and we just both went through the sickness together and the heat exhaustion. And then it just seemed like ages ago that we started out this trip. And I think both of us agree that a month is perfect to be out in the wilderness and on the trail and just to share with a special someone if you can. And I wish my husband could have joined us for longer, but circumstances just worked out. He needed the time to be able to go to Georgia. Maybe another time. We're really hoping next year we can finish out the Sierras. That would be awesome. That we have really enjoyed these Sierras. But I think it is really hard to get discouraged when you think you've got so much ahead. And I found myself looking back and thinking, wow, we've come all the way from the desert, all the way from I-10. We've come over 400 miles. And that is truly amazing. All the camp spots we've had together, all the mountains we've climbed, all the rivers we've crossed, all the roads we've traversed, all the valleys we've walked through, all the animals we've seen and the trees. It's just been and God has just been with us every time, and He gave us this most beautiful little camp spot for our last night. Just a perfect little spot, just absolutely amazing. He's just His hand. We have seen Him in every part of this trip, and we just are so thankful to God. I'm so thankful to God for my family, for giving me the ability to be able to walk these miles. It has been hard, I don't deny. I know 15 miles is probably a good day, a good mileage for me anymore, but I was feeling stronger. I mean, from day one, we started off only walking 8 miles. I'm feeling this little climb that we're doing, I'm in trouble. Getting sick, just not being able to do it, and I'm just amazed. We're fearfully and wonderfully made, that God makes these bodies to be able to go to bed at night and to recover and to mend and to heal and to restore, because you're just so sore. You're turning and you're tossing and you're flipping because your back hurts and your feet, they just ache, and you just wonder, can I get up and do it again? And yet it's a new day. You slip your feet back into your shoes and you start walking the trail again, and for some weird, amazing, miraculous reason, your body is whole and strong, and you're able to do those first few miles, and you're amazed that our bodies can endure what they endure. And that is just the perfect design of God on these bodies, to be able to accomplish such feats. And I was worried about my scoliosis and my plantar fasciitis, and my doctor did say I might have some pain, and I did. Today I had shoulder pain, but I felt so strong, and I just felt like I could just keep walking. We walked a little bit after water, but we couldn't pass up this beautiful sight. We just couldn't. It's just overlooking that valley down there. So I'm just thankful to God and thankful for just what's coming up, seeing my husband tomorrow. I have learned so much. And just the most important thing is just taking one day at a time.